Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So I have a couple interesting clips to show to you guys, actually clips from all over the world. Some of them may be a little bit older, some of them are old. You may or may not have seen them, but what you're actually seeing here is the clip from Beijing, China, and this actually shut down their airport for a couple hours. This happened, gosh, I think about 10 years ago, 10 plus years ago, but it's actually very, very interesting. I actually have the full clip that this guy, or whoever this was that actually shot this video. So I'm gonna quit my yapping for a minute. I'm gonna let you guys watch this full clip without me trying to commentate and speculate what it is. So let me shut up and let this whole thing play. All right, yeah, real quick, what I think is pretty fascinating is just some of the detail in this. Of course, you see the objects there. There's one there, and then there's two up there. And of course, you saw in the video, it's kind of circulating around. But you also see things around this too. I mean, there's several things that you can look at that's around this that's showing that it's probably more than just somebody playing tricks. You saw the light that's flashing down, and from there, you see bushes and stuff that are there, and you see telephone poles. So put down in the comments what you guys think about this. I always thought that this was a very interesting clip and want to get you guys' opinion on it. So let's get on to this next one. All right, so getting over to this footage, so you're gonna see some stuff from Kentucky right here. This is actually two people that saw the same object. The videos are kind of long, meaning that they're about 45 seconds or so, and they're kind of shaky, so I tried to stabilize them without trying to mess up the actual footage that they took here. But you guys see here that someone took this outside the window. Like I said, if it looks like it's distorting a little bit, I did try to stabilize it, and not just stabilize it on the particular object here. I wanted to kind of show its entirety of everything he filmed it, so everybody can get a sense of the buildings around it and possibly some size comparison stuff. And you do see that it actually moves there a little bit as well. Like I said, this guy was all over the place. It was actually horrible. 10 times worse than what you're seeing here. Trust me when I say this, guys. But this is 10 plus years old, so they probably shot it with a pretty old phone, and they probably just saw it and panned and went out and just filmed it. But there's two people that actually saw it. So this is actually one. Like I said, I do apologize again because it is very unstable. We actually stabilized a little bit here, but then that's it. I just saw something fly by there real quick. That might have been a bug or something, but it's pretty interesting. You can't even make out what this is. You just see a dark object just floating there, and it did move just a little bit, and you'll hear in the second clip that the person actually saw that too. So trying to look at this up close, like I said, it's pretty difficult to determine what it is. If you guys have heard about this, seen this before, this was filmed in Kentucky, and it was 10 plus years ago, put it down in the comments, and then I'm going to show you guys the second clip. He has a little bit of audio. He's talking because he actually sees and starts talking through the audio. So here's going to be the second clip.
Up there.
You guys see there, same object, and like I said, I'm trying to stabilize this. You can see everything's all over the place, but sometimes I don't blame people. When you see something, you kind of get into a panic. I think nowadays we're more or less like to panic and stuff. And see, there's that same little black object. Those might just be bugs or something that flew by it, but we saw that in the other video clip too.
It's moving.
So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these because they are pretty bad, but I did want to show it to you guys because we do at least have some more footage and video out there of some UFOs that were filmed over 10 plus years ago.
What the hell is that?
And there I am trying to chop the video up just a little bit just to show you guys, but it was, like I said, it was pretty bad footage, especially even considering then that they just couldn't stay still for a minute with this. But pretty interesting footage regardless. We do have two people that actually filmed the same object in the same state, you know, just different angles, or maybe they were 30, 40 miles apart, or not even that far, probably about a mile or two apart. But put down in the comments what you guys think about this. I think these clips are actually pretty interesting, and did want to present this to you guys to show it to you to get some of your comments on it. So these next clips, this one's actually going to be really short. This next clip I'm going to show to you, and I want you guys to focus on that cluster there. I don't know the location of this. And the reason why I'm showing this because it's something that I saw. I mentioned to you guys before when I was a child, I saw some lights like this. I thought they were stars and they started moving. And this kind of reminded me of that. You'll see a cluster of UFOs or UAPs in the sky. You see how it moved right there? And that just reminds me of what I saw when I was a child, except for it was at night. There was a lot more things you could see. It was just stars everywhere. And then actually saw this cluster, and I said, that's pretty interesting. And 2 or 3 of them just kind of moved around, which kind of fascinated me. That was my first time actually witnessing this as a child, and it was pretty interesting. So I slowed this down so you guys can kind of see it. I don't even know the date that this one was taken, but just what amazed me was that one object you guys see there is kind of moving just a little bit. And that's just kind of what I saw when I was a child. So this kind of brought back, in a good sense, some childhood memories of things and stuff. Kind of like you remember your first Christmas and stuff like that. So I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting. So I figured I would show this to you guys as well because, like I said, a lot of you guys have seen some of this stuff or haven't seen it. So I do at least want to present this to you. Now, these next clips I did feature in yesterday's video, but I wanted to go ahead and re-show it. Didn't get that many views on it, so I wanted to go ahead and touch basis on this. You're going to be focusing on, of course, that white object right there. And we actually have some stuff in the background. You can actually see this when this actually flies. This is some pretty good footage here, guys. I mean, this is undeniable right here. This is actually pretty good. Now it does kind of dissipate up into the clouds, or actually flies towards the clouds and stuff, but to me, you couldn't really deny this footage here. It could be, someone could speculate it's a drone and stuff, and I don't have the date of this. I wish I did have a date. I just kind of had the location of it, but there it is. They kind of zoom out and then you see it there. And it just continues to fly on its way until it actually flies out of sight. See, they try to go in and focus, and that's what makes it more legit, is when someone's trying to focus in and out and you kind of see that blurriness of the camera trying to focus in on it. To me, that's what makes it a little bit more legit than some of the stuff that we've actually saw the last couple of days with people kind of falsifying stuff. But what makes this one, in my opinion, more believable is that you actually see it floating in front of something. Now, some people have said that tower back there looks kind of computer generated and they falsify this whole thing. But, you know, I'm just putting this out here for you guys to see. I just said this is more believable than some of the stuff we've seen over the last couple of years, people trying to falsify and fake stuff. So as always, put down the comments for this one too. And I got something else to show to you guys as well. It's actually going to be pretty interesting. Now this one was taken in the UK. You're going to be focusing on that object right there. This is a short video, so I'll play it. Then I'll probably just try to zoom in and slow it down for you. So let me go ahead, quit my yap, and let this play real quick and see if you guys can see this object actually in the background. So hopefully you guys see that there. They are following it pretty good. Now some people said this could have been a balloon or it could have been some type of drone which people were playing tricks, but I don't know. But I am putting this out. I have never seen a balloon float like that. I mean, it could be a number of things, but as always, I want to present this to you guys. You guys have some pretty good observations of things and put some pretty good comments down below. Here it is, kind of zoomed in here. Can't really make out the shape of it, but you can tell it is metallic. And if I zoom in too much, it's gonna distort it and you can't really tell. I think this is one of the best shots of it, like right there with it between the poles and the tree. So some of you guys may be pausing, getting screen capture and looking at it. So So this one was taken in the UK. So if you guys have heard anything about this, I do not have a date on this. I'd appreciate if you guys can put in the comments, not just for my education, but for everyone else's education as well, whether this was debunked and proved as something else. I don't know, but it's always good to get this out and for us to communicate back and forth to try to start archiving this stuff and getting to know what some of these objects are that are actually out here. Now this last one I'm going to show you is actually pretty freaky and pretty weird. So I'm going to show this to you right now. This one right here, I don't know what to make of it. It reminds me of the Chandelier UFO that I saw, I don't know, years and years ago in a video. But this one's actually kind of freaky because those little balls around it are actually moving up and down. So here's going to be the video clip of it. Now, this could be a Chinese lantern of some sort. Somebody could be playing a hoax. There's nothing around it to actually show any trees or any moons or anything like that, or the stars or anything around it. So it's actually pretty interesting, but I at least wanted to show this to you guys in case you guys have heard anything about this one. Could be a Chinese lantern. I don't know. That'd be kind of hard to I've never seen one like that, I should say, but I'm not putting it past it either because I don't actually have an actual date on it. So you guys put down in the comments what you think about these. These are pretty interesting. If you guys like these old clips like this, photos and clips, let me know because I have a lot of them that I can show to you guys, stuff of clips of the moon and stuff like that. I just don't know if you guys are interested in that or not, but I can definitely start digging in the archive and actually bringing these photos and these videos and stuff and showing them to you guys if you want to see them. So let me know in the comments about that too as well, and let me know about some of these as well, like this Beijing, China. I always thought this was pretty interesting when I saw it years and years ago, and then this kind of freaky one here. I think this is actually pretty good. Now we got the jellyfish UFO or UAP out there as well. So as always guys, my contact information is in the description below. Send me your photos, videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with your friends, share on social media, and I'll see you in the next video. Appreciate you guys watching.
You